we started together on Thursday evening here, and then we did our job for 5 days, and now we conclude together, which is a symbol that if we are stand next to each other firmly, there is no enemy who could be successful against us. So we reached all of our targets, and that's the reason why not just the Polish, but even the Hungarian people could be happy this morning. May I just add something to the figures, because figures are important, of course, but we are proud nations, and pride is as important or even more. And prior to the negotiations, and even during the negotiations, there were some attempts to, I can't say humiliate, but at least to educate us about rule of law. And we not just managed to get a good package of money, but we defended the pride of our nations and made clear that it is not acceptable that anybody, especially those who inherited the rule of law, criticize us, the freedom fighters, who came from a very difficult period of communist times and did a lot against the communist regime in favor of rule of law. So nobody can educate the nation of Solidarność or the nation of the 56 revolution. It's unacceptable. So we made it very, very clear. So that's the reason why I say that it was good to be a soldier in the squad of Mateusz, because it was not just a useful fight, but it was a good fight. May I have one more remark on a special issue, which I think it's important for you, but mainly for Hungary, that's Western Balkan. So because enlargement issue and to finance the enlargement of European Union is incorporated in the language of the figures, of course, into the budget. And for many reasons, the spending for outside the foreign policy, may I say in that sense, was cut back, except one very important line, and that was for Western Balkan integration to the European Union. So even that figure went up by 10%. So we did a good job in favor of our Western Balkan countries and the nations living there. So may I have just 2 sentences, Mateusz, to the Hungarians anyway. Prior to this marathon length dispute, the Hungarian parliament clearly defined the target for me, what should be reached. And close to 80% I was able to fulfill. And I haven't given up any point. So even which was not fulfilled yet, will come back on the table of the Council in the future, and I will continue to fight for, especially for the transparency of the political NGOs financed from EU budget and fighting against our national governments at home, which is not acceptable. It was rejected to be part of the considerations of the budget, but the issue is still on the table. And any attempt which tried to make a connection between rule and law and budget was hacked, was successfully rejected. So there is no any connection between two separated things, rule of law, which is very important, and budgetary discipline, which is also very important, but no connection between political and economic issues. Otherwise, the effectiveness of the package, the economic plan, would have been dramatically reduced. So it must kept separated, and we did so. So may I just say to the Hungarians that I wish to all the Hungarians not to have less successful morning as this one today. Thank you very much, Poland. Thank you very much, Mateusz.
Thank you very much, Viktor.